It's a physically disabled halfling, although he's only half a body, but he kept on exercising his body, and from time to time, he would put on shoes and pants, and put them away neatly. Though he is strong, but he also misses his legs from time to time, when he didn't lose the lower half of his body. He used to be a geek, and obsessed with the ethereal world of the game, but his legs and feet are a free spirit. He likes to run, he likes to dance, but the top half just likes to drink and play video games at home. Waking up on this day, the lower half has had enough of his laziness. He's resolute in his decision to leave this lazy upper body. So, he picked up his bag, and he left the house with a stride that he didn't recognize. He went out and danced in a nightclub in style, and he's got that little dance step. The goddess is in a state of euphoria. The men on the other side of the room are jealous. It's not as good as half a body. He even bought the goddess a midnight snack after the show. But then that sourpuss came along and made a mess, and he called him a monster. The woman got angry when she heard it. Tell him to fuck off. Leave him alone. So the man asked the goddess if she liked him, but the goddess said he was only half a body. I don't like him. The lower half of my body hears it, turning away with lost little steps. This scene is also being watched from the shadows. His upper body is in the eye of the beholder. The upper body returns home, determined to make a difference. Can no longer look at my legs and feet. I can't watch my legs and feet anymore. He looks at his belly in the mirror. He made up his mind. He must change himself. Since the change, then let's start with the body. He's holding his arms. He squeezes his full bicep fat, and his own little fat. He starts doing push-ups, even if it's only half a body. He's serious about doing it, lifting dumbbells and pushing barbells. He must change himself, finding his lower half. A few days later, the upper body came to the door of the nightclub. He sees the goddess waiting alone outside. The goddess is still thinking, will that lower body ever show up again? Because she's guilty. She remembers it clearly. The bleakness of that day when those legs and feet turned around, even though he didn't have an upper body. But that sense of desolation and loss that she felt so strongly. That's when the upper body came. He's talking to the goddess, but not before a few words. There's that man again. He's insulting again, but he seems to have forgotten that the upper body has hands and a brain. He doesn't say a word. He punched him in the lower back. The man covers his testicles in misery. The upper body has taken the blame for the lower body. After teaching the man a lesson, upper body dating a goddess. The goddess still feels guilty for his last words. After the man comforted her, the two began to have frequent contact. They had massages on the beach, drinking milk tea on a bench, going for a ride together on a scooter. And every time, you're met by the lower body. It's like everything was made for him. That was fast. The lower half of my body came home of its own accord. The reason is self-evident. You can't have a relationship without me.